Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? I hope you're having a beautiful day. So, we've come to the end of another month, the end of March, and I would like to share with you how my garden is doing. This side of the garden is what I refer to as the east side of my garden. Okay, I have two sides. So, let's take a look at what is happening over here. I have a couple of plants in containers this year. Over here, I nursed some basil. As you can see, Genovese basil is in here. And then here I have celery. In here, I have rosemary. Rosemary is an herb that I use for cooking. And then in here is zucchini. It's star zucchini from my single seed challenge. I'm so proud of myself. I need to share updates, which I will, but this is my zucchini in the container. And then in here, I have peppers. These are the peppers that I started from seeds, and it's very special to me because these came all the way from Binka. My dad gave me the peppers like in 2014, I believe, when I visited, and I've been trying to get the seeds to germinate forever. But this year I was lucky it germinated. It's kind of stunted, I don't know. But I'm gonna take care of it and see how it does. But these are hot peppers from Cameroon, from Binka. Then here I have country Jamanjama garden huckleberry that I started the seeds in a container. What is happening to this one? It wants to die. I started the seeds in a container earlier, maybe around February, and so I've already transplanted that here. It's the only jamso that I have going on. And in this bed right here, some seeds are starting to come out. Honestly, I just threw a variety of seeds in here. As you can see, some of it, this is different from that. But we'll find out what it is. I had some seeds mixed up and I didn't feel like throwing it away. So I put them here just to see what comes out. Then over here, I have nothing yet. So I'm hoping to plant some country Jama in here when I get, when the seedlings are at the right size, I guess. So there's nothing here. And these beds, the 1, 2, and 3, nothing in them yet. I am saving these to transplant the garden huckleberry once they're ready. Let's go over here. As you can see, I was gonna put mulch along the path over here and over here and over there, but next thing I know, I have greens coming out, a lot of greens. So I guess I'm just gonna leave the greens alone. I even have what, this is what, tomatoes or potatoes, one of them. But yeah, I'm not gonna put any mulch here like I thought I would. So I have a lot of those greens, as you can see. And then I guess corn. I planted corn last year. I guess some seeds fell on the ground, and so I'm just gonna leave that there. And in the bricks, these are what is known in Limbo as kablar. They call it country cabbage, but I nursed the seeds in a container and then I decided to transplant them over here in this row over here. So we have the country cabbage, and as we walk along this long bed along the fence, I planted habanero peppers. Habanero hot peppers is doing quite well. And then my bitter leaves that resurrected after the epic storm is doing quite well, I think. So those are my bitter leaves along the fence and the peppers. Okay, and then in here is nothing, but this is organic fertilizer. I'm gonna plant something. I'm just gonna mix it up and then plant something. Okay, I think these are water leaves. But anyway, that's what I have along the fence. The peppers are doing well, and the contributor leaf is doing well too. Okay, in the container over here I have pumpkin, otherwise known as chebo in Limbum. I planted the pumpkin in a container. This is like a useless space, so I'm gonna put a lot of my containers over here because I can't quite put a bed here, but I don't want the space to go to waste. And the habaneros that I planted in a bucket are doing well too. So there are 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in a bucket. It's doing well. And this is parsley from last year in one of those grow bags. And guys, I planted the fruit, 2 actually, 2 strawberries in the grow bags, the 5-gallon ones. And then what else do I have over here? I planted, I nursed water leaves in these 2 containers. We'll see how it does. So that's all I have on this side of the garden. Now let's go take a look at the west side of the garden. So this is the west side of the garden, and this is where I nursed the country jama. It's been 2.5 weeks since I put the seeds in the ground, and this is what I have to show for. Okay, so this one is the Bamenda variety, and over here, no, this is what? Fumbot. This one was a Fumbot variety. And then over here is the Bamenda variety. And then here is the Boya. Here's the Boya variety. And I put some here, but nothing came out. So I don't know if I actually forgot to put something in the ground or not, because that happens. But yeah, it's bare. Then along the fence is where I'm gonna have more bitter leaves. This is bitter leaves from many years ago that survived the epic storm. As you see, something's coming off the ground, so it looks like there's not a lot going on, but there's a lot of life buried in the ground just waiting to sprout. Yeah, these are the bitter leaves that I planted the other day. So this is fresh, I planted from the nursery along here. And over here is pretty useless at this time, but I'm gonna clean it up and resurrect the fever grass or lemongrass that I planted. See, it froze over, but there's life. It's coming back to life. So I'm gonna clean this space this week, and then also add mulch to the garden. I've bought the mulch already. I'm going to mulch over here and on the other side where I have the bitter leaves. Okay, let's keep walking. I'll show you my little nursery that I'm working on. A nursery that I'm working on. I have a couple of things going on over here. So I have nursed the garden eggs from Cameroon in these little cups. It's been only about 3 days. And then I have okra going on in these polythene bags, nursery bags. I have the Cameroon okra going on here. And then in here, and in here, I have pawpaw. Yeah, I have nursed like what, 3 dozen pawpaws. Okay. And 2 bitter leaves left for somebody. And these are the bitter leaves in the container over here. I'm gonna put mulch in it. So that's about all. That's the state of the garden. Again, not a whole lot is going on, but there's a whole lot going on in ground. I'm just so excited and waiting for life to really show up. This year I bought strawberries in containers. I'm gonna try to plant them in containers. I'll put these strawberries in containers today. I didn't get a lot of positive feedback when I asked for tips on how to grow strawberries, but done a couple of research. I've done some research myself, and I will see how that goes. Strawberries all planted. Yay! I'm going to plant the water leaves right here. I'll start the seeds in this container. It's a Rubbermaid container, 1.5 gallons. You get it poke holes at the bottom. I'm going to use that to start planting the water Hello. I don't backside.